Looking attractive is easy. Seriously, you don't need a ton of crazy products or an overwhelming routine. It really comes down to three main areas plus one secret that I call the X factor. I've been talking about men's style for years now, and it still surprises me how many guys overlook this X factor. And by the end of this video, not only will you know exactly what it is, but you will have a simple game plan to boost your looks by at least 2 to 3 points with a few small changes. Now, let's dive into the first area, and trust me, this one is basically a cheat code to look more attractive. Once you get this dialed in, half of your problems are solved. You're gonna feel better, look better, have more energy, and women love it. Even your friends might give you a bit of side eye out of jealousy. So what is area number one? Well, it's all about self-image, and that breaks down into three main parts. First, your physique. Second, your style. And third, your grooming. Let's break these down one by one, starting with your physique. Look, if you think just hitting the gym is enough, you're missing the bigger picture here. Your body is like a sports car. It needs proper care. Here's the breakdown. First, you need fuel. Just like a sports car needs quality gas, your body runs best on quality food. Ditch the junk food and aim for protein, veggies, and healthy carbs. Hydration is key too. Your body is 60% water, remember that. So staying hydrated is like keeping your car oiled up and ready to go. Second, maintenance. Just like a car needs tune-ups, your body needs regular exercise. Aim for 3 to 4 workouts a week, strength training, cardio, flexibility. Even a 20-minute walk can make a difference. Trust me, it's not about being shredded or jacked. It's about feeling confident and looking great. And finally, recharge is number 3. You wouldn't drive a car full throttle 24/7, right? Your body's the same. Sleep is when your body repairs and grows stronger. So aim for 7 to 8 hours a night. And track your sleep with something like a Whoop or Aura, because those are game changers and data is always good. But here's the deal, even if you're in the best shape of your life, if you mess up this next part, it won't matter. I've seen so many guys sabotage their looks without even realizing it, and because of that, they never reach their full potential. This happens when guys just completely ignore the second part of appearance, and that's style. Think of style as the body of your car, right? It's what people notice, it's what they see. So to lock in great first impressions, you need to follow these 4 steps. First, find your model. Look for someone whose style you like and think it might work for you. Follow them on social media, take screenshots of their looks, save them on a folder. I used to do this all the time, I still do. Then start copying their outfits. Quick tip, use Google Lens or Pinterest to find exactly where they bought their pieces. Second, you need to declutter and be ruthless with your wardrobe. Toss out anything that's worn out, toss out anything that doesn't fit or anything that you haven't worn in over 6 months. Ditch those pieces that you don't wear because you need to make room for things that you will actually wear. And then build your go-to closet. Fill your closet with high quality, versatile pieces that you can mix and match easily. This way, you're always gonna have outfit options without overthinking it. Now, when you're shopping, here are the 10 must-have items that every guy needs to have in his closet. A solid pair of jeans, basic tees or polos, sweaters or a cardigan for layering, a couple of button-downs, a mix of smart and casual pants, a versatile jacket, sneakers, smart shoes or boots, at least one great-fitting suit, and accessories like a watch, sunglasses, and a belt. Now, there's no need to drop a ton of cash to build this wardrobe right away. You can wait until the end of the season for sales, right? You can use a site like dupe.com to find budget-friendly alternatives that still look really good. Or you can even wait for Black Friday sales, which is coming up. I know, it's crazy. We're coming towards the end of the year already. I can't even believe it. Once you have the essentials, then color coordination is where most guys go wrong. They just don't know how to mix and match things. But there's an easy fix and a few quick tricks that I can teach you. For example, stick to earth tones like brown, black, white, tan, or monochromatic looks like black, white, gray. Make it easy to mix and match and you're all set. Now, my go-to hack for this is the LMD, light, medium, dark. Just wear one of each and you're gonna have a great outfit. It's super easy. Or another hack I mentioned recently in a video and you guys really liked it, the sandwich method. Just match your top and your shoes with a contrasting middle piece, just like a sandwich, and it makes it really easy to put outfits together. But there's one more detail that you can't forget when it comes to self-image, and that is grooming, right? You can have the best outfit, the best physique, but if you're not well groomed, it's like driving a Ferrari covered in mud. It won't matter. Grooming doesn't have to be complicated either. The first step is finding the right hairstyle. Hair, like I've said this before, it's like makeup for men. Get the right cut and your whole look levels up. Try to get regular haircuts every 3 to 6 weeks. Bring pictures to your barber, experiment until you find the hairstyle that makes you feel confident, that makes you look your best. Having a great hairstyle is so important for your overall look, and I know a lot of guys watching this are starting to thin. I know, because I get so many messages from guys who are losing hair and just don't know what to do. Now, the good thing about living in 2024 is that you have options, right? You don't have to just watch your hair fall out. You can stop it. There's a brand started by Dr. Gary Linkoff, who is a facial plastics and hair surgeon, and it's called Feel Confident. And they have anti-hair loss products like topical drops that you can just massage onto your scalp, like finasteride and minoxidil, and you can just apply that to your problem areas. It's proven to help increase hair growth and to slow down hair loss on the scalp. They sponsored today's video so I could tell you about this, but as you know, I've actually been using finasteride and minoxidil for about 1.5 years now. And basically, as soon as I started noticing my hair thinning, I got on it because it's easy, it's affordable, and it's effective. If you're thinning, the last thing you want is to wait too long, because the more hair you lose, the harder it's going to be to get back to a full head of hair. So don't wait until it's too late, because it will be too late. And the other part of grooming is your skincare, right? You have to develop a skincare routine to keep your skin looking clear, with no pimples, no wrinkles, and it can be simple. Sometimes men get overwhelmed by all of these crazy products. There's no need for all of that. Wash your face with a facial cleanser like this one from Feel Confident. That's gonna prevent bacteria from building up on your face and then pimples from acting up. Then the HA serum, which will immediately make your skin feel better, and then finish off with the moisturizer to hydrate your skin. The products look great, they feel great, and they work. And of course, I got you guys a discount code. Just use Alex Costa at checkout for 10% off your order. By the way, they even have a newsletter that teaches you about hair care and skincare, so make sure to check that out as well. Now that we've covered why looks matter, here's the reality. Looks, they're gonna get you through the door, but they're only gonna get you so far. They're gonna get you that first date or first impression, but then what? This is when the next part comes in. Area number 2 is, of course, your personality. And this is way more important for keeping attraction long term, to make sure that people remember you. Think about it. I'm sure you've met someone who was really attractive at first, right? But then as soon as they started talking, you completely lost interest. Or the opposite. There's always that guy who might not be the best looking, but he's always making people laugh. He's surrounded by cool people and great opportunities, and women are really into him, and that's the power of personality. It's what lets you build real connections with people, making them want to be around you. It's what lets you create influence in both your personal and professional life. It keeps relationships exciting and meaningful over time. It helps you stand out, even in a room full of good-looking people. It builds confidence that comes from within. Trust me, the list goes on and on. There are so many benefits for having a great personality. A lot of advice out there about personality is kind of fluffy, right? But I want to make it practical for you. So let's break it down in 3 steps. First, you need to start with building confidence, because without confidence, nothing else holds up. This should be your number 1 focus and priority. And to build confidence, there's really only one thing that works, and that is knowledge. And I'm going to give you an example. If you asked a mechanic, and let's say he's never worn a suit in his life, to give a speech about the rules of wearing a suit, he's just not going to know what to say. He's definitely not going to be confident, right? But if you ask him to give a speech right now about car mechanics, he doesn't have to prep. He's confident in what he's saying because he has the knowledge. He understands cars. If you want to be confident, you need to put in the work. You need to learn about specific topics that you can easily talk about. This only works if you take action, right? If you push yourself out of your comfort zone, try something new, a random class, join a team, dive into a hobby that you've been really curious about. Every little challenge that you take on is a win for your knowledge base and your confidence. So you slowly push yourself out of your comfort zone. And with each small step, you're gonna prove to yourself that you can actually handle those challenges. Then step 2 is to get used to feeling awkward in social situations. Get comfortable with discomfort. For example, talking to strangers or jumping into deep conversations with someone you just met. It's gonna get easier, right? Over time, you're gonna be the guy who can handle any conversations like it's nothing. And finally, step 3 is to surround yourself with positive influences. And this one is really important. Cut out the toxic people, the toxic media in your life, and instead stay close to confident friends and content that inspires you, that challenges you. That energy is what you need to fuel your growth. And if you do take these 3 steps seriously, there's no way that you're not going to feel more confident. It's all about putting in the work and getting a little bit better every single day. Now, the last pieces of the puzzle when it comes to having a magnetic personality are, first, active listening. Don't just wait for your turn to speak, right? Just talk, talk, talk. Actively hear what the other person is saying. This opens up deeper conversations, deeper connections, and builds trust, which is one of the most powerful things when it comes to standing out in a crowd. Then practice positivity, because look, no one likes a negative person, so keep it light, keep it fun. A quick hack is to make an effort to smile more. Seriously, it's so simple. Just a simple smile can change the energy of a room and draw people to you naturally. And look, I know that building a great personality just doesn't happen overnight, but if you stick with it, over time, you're gonna start to attract people like you never have before. Now, you might be thinking, all right, I've got the looks, I got the personality down, so I'm good, right? But hold up, there's one more thing that ties this all together, and it's the secret sauce that sets you apart. Now, you know those guys who just have that something about them, the aura? Women can't help to be drawn to them. People want to be around these guys, right? But no one can really explain why. That's what I call the X factor. Now, the X factor is the final piece of the puzzle. It's so powerful, but it's actually so misunderstood. And surprisingly, not a lot of people talk about it. Now, to unlock that X factor, you're gonna have to tap into your masculine archetype. And I know it sounds weird, but don't worry. It's not as complicated as it sounds. Psychologists say that there are 4 main types of guys. I'm gonna break them down for you real quick. First, the king. Think guys who are natural leaders, Black Panther, for example, right? The ones who make tough decisions for the greater good. Second, the warrior. Guys like The Rock or Bruce Lee. They're all about strength and discipline and courage. Third, the magician. This is your Elon Musk or Tony Stark. They're innovators. They're the ones pushing boundaries with new ideas. And fourth, the lover. Think Bruno Mars or Drake, right? Emotional, passionate guys who can connect with people's hearts. Immediately, you should know which one of the 4 you fit into. But it's also really good to be well-rounded, so you're not overly emotional as a lover or overly aggressive as a warrior. But figure out which archetype feels the most like you and then own it. Lean into it. The big mistake a lot of guys make is trying to be something they're not. Like, imagine a lover trying to act all tough like a warrior just because he thinks that that's what women want. It's like watching Romeo try to be Tony Montana. It just doesn't work, right? Because look, at the end of the day, being attractive isn't about changing who you are completely. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, the best version that you can be. It's still you. That's what creates the X factor that people can't resist. Now, when you combine that with your appearance and your personality, the transformation will be massive. And if you want to keep it going, I highly recommend you watch this special video right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.